this is Matt here again with Shaving the Day, and this is my first video that I've made in about 6 months. So it's good to be back, glad to be making another video and catching up with you all. I've been not on YouTube very much at all over the last 6 months, just occasionally checking in and watching a video or two, but yeah, so if you've been watching my channel, then you know why I've been away for 6 months. So back in November, my wife and I welcomed our twins, Jack and Willow, into our lives, and it's been a crazy whirlwind ever since, and that would be why I have not made any videos. Probably had time here or there to sneak one in, but just had other priorities, and you know, spending time with family has been the biggest one, and just being busy with taking care of, you know, 2 babies at the same time has taken up, you know, the vast majority of my time apart from work. So yeah, here I am 6 months later and making another video. So I'll be sure to include pictures of both Jack and Willow in this video. At this point, probably and yeah, they just turned 6 months 2 days ago, so it's crazy to believe that time has flown by so fast. But yeah, here we are. They're having their first teeth come through, and they're rolling, and just, you know, smiling a lot, and all kinds of exciting stuff at this period in time in their development, but not sleeping very well still. You know, they've been able to sleep through the night pretty well at points, but with teething and other things going on, occasionally, you know, they can have a sleep regression, and yeah, not been sleeping very well the last few days. So that probably explains why I look tired, because I am. And today especially was a pretty exhausting day with them. They just required a lot of attention, which is of course fine, but definitely takes a toll some days when you just don't feel like you have a spare second to relax. So now they've gone down to bed and are sleeping nicely. So I've got some time in the evening here before I go back to work tomorrow on Monday. So figured I might as well do a video since it's been so long. So apart from that long-winded spiel, I'll be reviewing a soap that I got back in October for my birthday. This is Pedro Fiasco's Limoncello, and I have the matching splash here. Absolutely love this scent and everything about it. I have 2 Pedro Fiasco's Ariana and Evans kind of more budget line soaps, and this is one of them, but with it being a more budget-friendly price, it does not lack in performance in any way, shape, or form, in my opinion. It's amazing. So you can see what it looks like here. The soap obviously scooped a fair amount, used it a fair bit. It's labeled as a shaving cream, and I would say it probably is, but you could consider it a pretty soft soap. You can see it's kind of got that crust on it from the pour, but once you push your finger through there, it's very soft. And I've got it lathered up here in my Captain's Choice bowl. Amazing, amazing lather that it creates. Super slick, and you know, you can hydrate it a lot. It really takes a lot of water, so that's something that I always appreciate in a soap. Really, really nice. And I've got the scent notes here. But you know, I'll go through those once I've lathered up. So I'm gonna go ahead and wet my face, and then we'll get into the scent and the shave. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get lathered up here. As you can see, I definitely need a shave. It's probably been 3 days. You can see this soap goes on really nice, super slick, well hydrated. Just paints on really nice. Man, does it smell good. I love anything citrus, especially lemon. So limoncello is right up my alley, and yeah, I love how, of course, the drink tastes. If you're a fan of lemon, you would of course love that. But what a cool concept and idea for a scent for a soap set. Absolutely love it. And man, did Peter at Ariana and Evans just nail this scent. You know, he always adds his own creativity, excuse me, into any scent that he creates, and this one's no different. I think just the direction that he went with it is beautiful. And it doesn't just scream lemon, you know, there's other components to it. So I think this is the way that he rounded out the scent was really smart, and you know, you can tell he knows what he's doing. All right, let's go through the scent notes quick here. We've got Calabrian bergamot, lemon zest, lemon of course, orange blossom, jasmine, vodka, brown sugar note. He specifies in the description that it's very light on the boozy note. I think it's so light that I can't even detect it. You know, he's got vodka on there, but I really do not pick anything of the sort up. I think if you wear this scent, you wouldn't have to be worried at all about smelling like, you know, booze or alcohol. I think it doesn't smell like that at all. So if he did include it, which of course he says he did, so it's in there, it's very hard to detect, and to me, I can't detect it at all. And then the last note would be Himalayan cedar. So he said that the floral note and the alcohol note are almost indetectable, which I think is true. I could maybe pick up the floral note from the orange blossom and jasmine, excuse me, and I think that's about it. I wouldn't be able to pick up the alcohol note at all, which I like. You know, don't want to go walking around smelling like you just drank something. And I don't think you do with this scent at all, but it's beautiful. I love that he included some other citrus notes like the bergamot and the you know, lemon zest in addition to the lemon, the orange blossom, that floral note, jasmine come together really nice. And I think it definitely has that brown sugar note. You do get kind of a candied lemon type of vibe from it, which I think is pretty cool. Reminds me a little bit of like lemon head candy, which I used to really enjoy eating as a kid. So I'm a big fan of this one. Using the Rockwell 6S on the R3 plate. That's pretty much been my daily driver over the last 6 months. I've, you know, used a few other razors here or there, but pretty much just this, and it gets the job done nicely. So we're gonna go ahead and get started here. And over this last 6 months, I definitely haven't shaved as regularly as I would have before the babies were born, which makes sense. It's hard to find as much time other than a quick shave at night. So it's nice to be able to make a video now and kind of take more time and relax into it. But you know, the blessing of having 2 babies at once and, you know, our growing family far outweighs the, you know, inconvenience of not having as much time to do certain things. And, you know, it is just shaving after all, so no issue with that being on the back burner at all. But now I've got, you know, son that I would love to, get into traditional wet shaving when he's old enough. So hopefully we can convince him to give it a try. Who knows what that'll look like when he's old enough to start shaving. Oh, I forgot to mention what blade I'm using. I'm using Astra Blue, Astra Superior Stainless. It's been kind of my go-to as well over the last 6 months, especially in this razor. It's very sharp and efficient. Hope you've all been doing really well. I'm sorry I haven't been able to catch up with many of you much, but I hope to when I eventually have more time. But we'll see how things go. I probably still will not be making videos often at all, other than an occasional one. So you have to be patient and stay tuned for that. Man, this scent is just so nice. It's not an overpowering lemon scent at all, which it could be perceived as if you hadn't smelled it, given the name. But it's so much more than just lemon, and it's a soft, nice lemon too. When I say soft lemon, I don't mean that the scent is weak, because it's not. I like stronger scented soaps and aftershaves, and I would say this is kind of a middle range in that respect. But soft lemon as in like it's not punching you in the face. It's not overly powerful. It is softened by the floral notes and the sugar note. I think it just comes together really nicely. All right, we're gonna call that good for the first pass and give it a rinse. All right, let's get back to it. I think, look at that. I think with the warmer weather that we've been getting in Michigan lately, it's been in the 80s the last couple days. This scent, as a summer scent or warmer weather scent is perfect. Oh, I got myself right there. I can see it. I think it's just beautiful. I can see myself wearing it a lot this summer. Just so refreshing, not offensive at all. I feel like for people that are opposed to citrus or lemon in general, this scent is still something that they could appreciate and enjoy. It's much more than just lemon. It's definitely become one of my favorites in my den very quickly, and the performance is excellent too in all aspects. The post-shave feel, the qualities of the aftershave, the scent. It's all great. And the label too is one of my absolute favorites. It says old school shaving cream, and I love kind of the old school design. I could see that being like a 1950s-ish, maybe 60s type vibe design. Love it. Absolutely love the lemons on there, and just the label itself is really a work of art. I think it's great. All right, let's go across the grain here. I've got a few scents in my den that I have yet to review, and this is one of them. But I'm pretty well caught up for the most part. I think I've got maybe 2 more after this that I have yet to review, so we'll get to those when I can. I was fortunate enough when the babies were born to kind of take off as much time as I needed. You know, it wasn't all paid, of course, but I did end up taking off 6 or 7 weeks to be with the babies and my wife and adjust everything, and that was very much needed, you know, for 2 babies and our firsts. You know, really appreciated having that time. On all the ultrasounds leading up to the birth, Jack was projected to be quite a bit bigger than Willow, but when they were born, Willow was 2 ounces more than him. She was 5 pounds 15 ounces, and Jack was 5 pounds 13 ounces. So she ended up being just slightly bigger, but they've been around the same weight pretty much since they were born, you know, maybe fluctuating up to about a ½ pound apart or so, but most of the time they're pretty darn close. Took them a while to catch up in their growth rate, so we had them on some high calorie formula that we added after our last appointment with the pediatrician. That's helped them grow really quickly. Definitely got myself there. You can see what happens when you go too quickly or get distracted. Now they're both at about 15 pounds, maybe slightly more. All right, gonna give it a rinse and do a final pass. All right, let's do this. And it's funny, you know, with twins, it's easy to try to compare everything, but you really shouldn't, because they're entirely different, and they don't need to be, you know, doing the same things at the same time, nor should they be. They're 2 different human beings. They've got entirely different personalities, and I love that. We were so happy when we found out we were having 1 of each, 1 boy, 1 girl, because we for sure wanted at least 1 of each, and to know that we got both of them, you know, at the same time was nice. We'd like to have more kids, but if we couldn't for some reason, then, you know, we've got 1 of each. You know, when you have, you know, your first baby, or in our case, our first 2, you have no idea what to expect. You know, you're just rolling with the punches as best as you can. And there's definitely been a lot of challenges, you know, figuring out everything and, you know, entertaining and caring for and watching 2 babies at once. It's not easy. And it's exhausting, you know, especially before you get that schedule figured out and they're sleeping through the night. You're reaching new levels of exhaustion that you've never hit before, but you realize that your body can handle much more than you thought. You push yourself further. And of course, you do it for them, and you know, that's part of being a parent. And so it's nice to know kind of what to expect for next time if we were to have more. Sounds funny, but I think having 1 at a time you know, would feel like a breeze compared to two. You know, I'm really glad we had two first instead of one baby and then two. So I think if we have more, it'll be much easier to handle kind of the newborn and stage and what comes after that, rather than two at a time. But even when you're totally exhausted, it's all worth it when you get to see them smile and spend so much quality time with them. It's, you know, makes it all far, far, far worth it to know that you're raising two beautiful children. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and rinse and then come back with the splash. All right, I just did a hot and cold water rinse, and now we're gonna apply the splash. And that might be my favorite part about this set. It smells just like the soap, but maybe a little bit deeper, more complex. And it sticks around for a while, which I love. Goes on pretty smooth. Absolutely love that lemon scent. I'll put on a little bit more. No burn there at all. So it was a nice shave. Apart from a few nicks here or there. And that just feels really nice. I'm really glad to be able to take it slower and do a video tonight. Review that soap for you guys and catch up a little bit. So once I put this video together, I'll throw it up on my channel and look forward to engaging with you guys in the comments. Thanks for watching.